Hi you all, today we'll be sketching a simple Charmander. So grab your pencil and eraser if you need it, and let's get going. Let's start with the body. Draw an oval as big as you like. On top of this, you can add another oval. For the Charmander's face, the oval becomes kind of pointed on the sides, so we can add kind of triangles, triangular cheeks, but keep them a bit rounded. Remember to grab your eraser and use it whenever you like. And use a piece of paper if you would prefer not to smudge whenever you need it. So let's add the arms and legs. Decide if you want your arms out and to the side or up in the air. I think I'll have one down and one up. So these are kind of rounded, but they're basically just straight lines actually. So kind of forming a triangle. And Charmander seems to have similar hands to Pikachu, so we'll add a triangle for the thumb and 3 triangles for the fingers. If it's further away, we can make them a little bit smaller, like this one's in the background, so I'll make my 3 triangles a little smaller. And the thumb sticking out maybe this direction, or maybe down. Just erase and try again if you don't like something. 1, 2, 3, and then down. I think my oval is just a bit long, so I'll shorten it up just a little bit. Here we have another oval for the leg, but you can actually connect the oval here to the bottom part. Kind of a curve here and here. Charmander has long claws. So we can add triangles to the end of his foot. And then add a little bump back here for the heel. Just erase things when you don't like them and try again. Add a kind of oval here for the knee. And bring the line down on both sides. Again, adding in those kind of claws as triangles. Make sure to connect the foot, of course. You can add a kind of oval to the stomach area. And back here we can add a curve for the tail. Picturing it connecting here. If you think something doesn't look quite right, try and figure out what it is and solve it. So like for example, either this arm is too short or this one is too long, and I think it's this one. So I'll erase it and try again. I think it was this arm is too short. So try to add that thumb back in and the 3 triangles for the fingers. Great. Let's keep going. Add a bit more of a neck if you missed it. Of course, we'll need to add a flame over here. So just little curves back and forth and little points, almost like triangles in the air. And here on the face, you can add a line to help you with the middle of the face. One eye over here is almost like an oval, but it has this kind of point and then goes back around to the back of the head there. This eye is further over. We'll have the line like this one and kind of put an oval on top of it. Then add in the kind of eyebrow ridge area. And here, a little line down, and we'll make a bit of a beak here, little triangle point here for the smile. Little nostrils. And if you need to widen up the cheek like me, go ahead and do that. Need a bit more room for my smile. So here, Charmander will have little teeth. And then a kind of U mouth underneath that. Little teeth here. And a kind of impression of a tongue back there. So you can add that if you want to. You don't have to. I think my eye is a little too high, so I'll actually erase that and drop it down a little bit. Kind of helps to take a step back and look at your work. Now we can kind of put the blacks of the eyes here and here. And add the white over the top of it, however much you want it to be. If you want to do the shading part for the top part of the eye and the bottom part of the eye, go ahead and do that as well. But make sure that you really make this part black so you can tell. Now let's make sure to erase any extra guidelines and clean up our lines a bit. Make the top here a little bit flatter for mine. Here as well. So go through and erase your lines, and you can trace the ones that you want to keep. If you prefer, you can use ink for that step. But try to get rid of as many of the extra lines that you can before you do so. Like I have a ton of extra lines in this space. Clean up your eraser by just erasing another sheet of paper or the corner of this page, whatever you prefer. It looks like here we can actually connect these two lines, so let's erase all those extras and add that in. It looks like there is a line on the underside of the tail, so when we go to fix the tail back up, we can add that as well. Okay, so just trace your lines as best you can. Keep what you want and take out what you don't want. If you have a really tiny eraser, it helps to get those parts if you want to fix the whites of the eyes. But otherwise, just go over it in either pencil or ink to darken it up. You can shade in the mouth if you prefer. Make sure to leave those teeth white. Otherwise, you'll have to erase a lot like what I just did. Feel free to color your pictures when you're done with markers, colored pencils, crayons, whatever you like. You can add sort of zigzags into these spaces as well if you prefer. I think I will once again leave mine just black and white and add a tiny little shadow here to the bottom. you all, that's all for our simple Charmander drawing. I hope you enjoyed this one. Please feel free to share your results. Otherwise, I'll see you next time.